on that fall is here. I thought I'd wear the brown shirt today. I don't know if y'all can see. I always find where I'm trying to find a place for it. You can see the fall leaves. Let me sit back just a little bit. They're much more amplified, as you can see. And it's hard to see because the sun's, I think as the sun goes down, you'll see it more. I think the sun is just right there today. But it's okay. We're going to be out here for a while. You can put hashtag blessed in the chat. Hi, New England. Hi, people that are coming on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are trying to get everybody. Oh, New England. You moved to New England. Okay. Hi, Castle. How are you? Hi, Aimfield. How are you? You all can type in hashtag blessed. We just ask that you participate within the chat. That just helps push us out a little further. I'd appreciate it. We're really working to get to that 2K mark. I'd like to receive that before Christmas. And we're working on the blanket for Helping Hands for Cruising. If you haven't checked out their channel, if one of my mods would go ahead and type explanation hands in the chat, that would be great. We're trying to get to 2K by Christmas. But if you all haven't checked out their channel, that's the blanket we're doing for. And again, hashtag blessed, just participate in the chat. That's all we ask. And we've had we're going to have quite a busy week, actually. Christina's birthday is on Friday. So I did post, thank you, Real Outdoor Living. I did post, instead of a quote, it's actually a birthday prayer. Christina's birthday is not till Friday, but I created a song called the Birthday Prayer, and I did it to a quote. So that's the quote Monday this week. But Josh has a doctor's appointment tomorrow. He has something on his legs that we have just been kind of back and forth with the doctors for quite a little bit, and this wife is done. I'm just over it. I'm done. Hi, Jackie. How are you? I'm just over it. And I have just said, okay, y'all have thrown every ointment. I have tried every ointment. I have tried antibiotic creams. We have tried all this. You have tried everything. And it's like a patch of his legs on either side. And we've tried antibiotic. They've tried anti-inflammatory. I mean, we have just thrown everything to it. I have put Epsom salts on it. I've put washcloths with the Epsom salts. I've done it with the oatmeal stuff. I'm just done. So we went to the doctor and I said, okay, we got to figure something to do with this because it seems to go away, calm down, and then it flares up, but it never heals. And as a diabetic, he really needs to have this healed. And we went to wound care. They couldn't tell us anything about it. They couldn't give us anything to get rid of it. And so I noticed the other day it really started kind of getting inflamed. So I had to start putting the antibiotic cream on it again, which just reduces it, but it doesn't take away the problems. So hi, Cruise in Life. How are you? You can put hashtag blessed. That is your crochet hook in the chat. So we're going tomorrow for them to finally take to Miriam to finally have them take a biopsy of the area so they can test it and actually see what it is and then give us the correct medication to solve this. And I'm thinking, this wasn't really that hard. Couldn't you have done this like months and months ago? We could have done this at the very beginning and taken a swab of this, taken a little something of it and tested it, and then they could have thrown the right medication at it instead of just throwing all these different stuff at it. They're just not solving the problem. So anyway, that's my rant for today. So we have that tomorrow, and then we have that tomorrow. Thursday we're going to go see Downton Abbey. The last one, I'm going to cry. I have many tissues, but we've got tickets for that. because it's Christina's birthday. So we're going to take her to the movies and let her see Downton Abbey. And then Friday is her birthday, so we're going to be cooking the ribs. We cooked linguinis and clam sauce, but I didn't have all the components, like the flour and the Wonder Flour, to kind of show you all correctly. So I decided I'll make it again and I'll film it, but it was not the greatest time to film it. But Josh will film the cooking of his ribs. We will put that up. There will be a special video put out with a song I created for Christina for her birthday on Friday. Um, what else? Oh, and on the 20th, I think it's open to anybody, but Echo does like a Suno. Everybody kind of comes in and shares their songs. So I'm hoping to get to do that. So I've got some songs that I would love to share with everybody and participate with that. So, and then I'm going on her channel on the 22nd. I'm telling you, we're just going to have a busy week. And this girl is tired. We had a busy weekend. I am tuckered. I didn't even know if I was going to come out today because I was just like, no, need to come out. We just need to come out and enjoy this time and this leaves and everything. And then just the greatest thing, I'm telling y'all, if anything, it says to you, if you don't ask, you never know. We have a neighbor a couple houses down that absolutely loves to go walking. She has two really good sized dogs. And so we feel very comfortable. I mean, she has taken both of these pretty large dogs on her own and by herself for a walk. And because of my sciatic nerve, that is just not going away. Hi, Calypso. I was talking about you. I want to participate on Saturday for Suno. I have a couple songs. I can hopefully create some more. And I want to participate with that because I think it'll be fun. And I'm getting more where I want to do more Suno stuff and so forth. Anyway, my sciatic nerve is not actually helping. I just said, okay, I guess I'm going to deal with it. So I can't go for long walks without the aid of a walker right now. And if I do too much, I'm in too much pain. So it's kind of this finding this balance. And trying to walk Mocha with a walker is hard. We have credits for with Sniff Spot. We got to go take her, but she's still just trying to get used to a backyard. So anyway, the lady down the street, and this is where we're like, we never know how Mocha's going to act. And that's our staffy. For those that don't know, she's on the channel. We never know how she's going to act, right? I will have a link in the chat. Okay, absolutely. I've got to talk to you because if I do, I have several videos I'm going to do. And can I share those videos from my computer? Do I put them on my computer or do I put them on my channel? And then share them from that. You'll have to let me know. So I make sure I have them if I have them on the computer. You'll have to let me know because I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, so we ended up, and Josh can't walk very far without the aid of a walker. And my mom can walk, but she has to be careful because Mocha's so strong. So when we were out doing a garage sale in our neighborhood with Christina, she stopped by with the dogs and she's like, I'd love to take Mocha anytime you want. So she came Sunday. Christina was here and went out with her and walked. And we were like, we don't know how Mocha's going to act. Yes, you can share your screen. Okay, then I can load them up on the channel. Some of them will be on, some of them won't. So I'll make sure they're either on my channel or on the computer, one of the two. Anyway, because I've got several on the computer itself. So if I go through my shorts, I can do it that way too. So anyway, we're like, we don't know how she's going to act. We brought Mocha out with Christina, and this dog jumped all over this lady like she was her long lost friend. Was like, girl, I cannot begin to understand you. And so, okay, you can stream it to your channel. Okay, great. Awesome. That'll be great. If you have the link ahead of time, I could do it on mine if you want me to, and then I'll just share it even further if you want. That's up to you. But so she and Christina went for a walk, right? And then Christina around the block, around the circle, and then Christina peeled off and she went. And it was just like this long, yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to set, I don't know if I can set it up through Restream early. If you wanted me to, I could. And then that way it would be spread out a little further that it's happening. It's up to you, hon. Whatever you want to do, but I'm excited forward to it. And so she was like, long lost. So she is coming at 6:30 tonight. She said, I said, what can I do for you? You know, y'all, I'm going to be crocheting a blanket for this lady. You know it. It's going to be a dog blanket. I'm looking through all my yarn and seeing what I can, but you know I'm going to be making her a blanket, right? And she goes, I'm just glad to help. I'm glad to get Mocha out. I'm glad to help you all. She said, I'm glad to walk. Gives me an outlet. I'm thrilled to death. She said, you've made my day. So she's coming tonight at 6:30 to take Mocha for a walk. And she said, I'll come every day and take that dog for a walk. I was like, Lord, thank you. I was like, and I not her one, no, not she has two dogs. I don't think one of them could do it. But her husband and her go for a walk. One of her dogs, the husband can take, and then Mocha could go with them. And then that way, as long as they kind of keep them separate for a while till they kind of have that pack mentality a little bit, and that welcome, that they kind of welcome each other into the pack, they could take Mocha for a walk and have that kind of like a pack run. It's going to be awesome. And she works, she's just, I just couldn't thank her enough. I just gave her a big hug. I said, you have no idea. Because I said, I said to her, my problem is that this dog would have never been a dog we would have kept because we knew that we physically did not really have the wherewithal to do what we needed to do for this dog. She's given a lot of love, and we love her, and she needs somebody to be home. She's very separation anxiety kind of thing. But I said, I'm in such a position now with her that I'm so afraid if we tried to rehome her so Josh could get a service dog. But I'm so afraid that if we do that, she's going to be a revolving door because nobody's going to take all the time that we've taken with her to get to know her and so forth. And it was so funny. She met her yesterday. She ran up to her. Now we don't let her like climb on the door like she's, climb on people, but she was on her, and she was, then she would step back and bark at her. It was just like, what you trying to do, girl? And so we're even trying to say her name. We're even like saying, whatever. I'm not gonna say her name on here, but Susie, that's not her name, but I'm gonna say Susie's coming. So she starts getting familiar with that name coming to take her for a walk. And she said, I will take her for a walk every day. I'm like, you're a godsend. So yesterday Mocha came in, she's out of shape. She needs to go for a walk. But she's coming right now to go take her. But it's so exciting. I'm like, you guys, if you don't ask, you never know. I'm like, thank you, Lord, for your prayers, because Christina fell in love with Mocha, and then Mocha, she can't house Mocha. We are taking care of her. And so I'm just so grateful. And I'm grateful that if Josh and I go away and my mom doesn't come with us, like sometimes we'll go for Thanksgiving, at least there's someone to go take Mocha for a walk. I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm so excited for her. I'm so thankful and grateful. Hi, Shatikwa, how are you? I just got to get past the sciatica. I'm just like, I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just like, okay. But, oh, he always finds a way. But it was a surprising way. I wasn't quite sure. But you all know I'm going to have to, and once I get done with this, I'm going to have to do a doggy blanket to give to her just to say thank you. But it says something to say to everybody. You may have some neighbors that are in a situation where, I mean, we've really, honestly, and I'm going to say this, we've really saved Mocha's life, because Mocha would have been the kind of dog that literally would have been just in and out of shelters. People didn't understand her. People mistreated her. She would have been a dog that would have been looked at as aggressive when she's not. She's fearful because of the way she's been treated. And somebody saw, and she even said to me, you saved this dog's life. I'm happy to serve and give back and help because you've saved her life. And we have, thank goodness, right? And so she is saying, you've saved her life. I'm coming to help. So, if you're someone that maybe has somebody that has a dog in your neighborhood, doesn't have to be a mocha, but maybe they're elderly and they can't go for long walks with their dogs. But if you feel comfortable enough, offer to go take them for a walk. I can't thank her enough for what she's doing for Mocha and for us. I said to her, I can take her for a walk, but right now, without my walker with me, I am so afraid, as it's happened a couple times, where I feel like I'm going to fall because the pain is so bad. So it's like, it's really hard to walk with her and try to walk with a walker. It's just really hard. Oh, yeah. She will get, she just, it's just crazy. It was just crazy to watch her. It's like, I thought she was barking her head off. So I was like, I just, yeah, I'll know the next thing I'm going to be doing is a blanket for her. I'm going through all my yarn, trying to find as much yarn that I can put together that looks good, but I have to go out and buy yarn. And I already have the pattern and I've already done it. And she doesn't know it, but she's getting a blanket because she is doing something amazing for us that I cannot thank her enough. So, with that being said, it's a busy week ahead. We certainly do. But anyway, all right. I worked on this because I honestly think that I could not have worked on it peacefully, or not peacefully, that's not it. Concentrate on it wise while I was live. It would have been absolutely impossible. Impossible. I had to do so many changes throughout the time in there. Oh yeah, she said, "You have made my day letting me take this dog for a walk." She boy dogs, maybe she wants to, and I think she has. I don't know if she has a daughter. I know she has a son, but anyway. But you can see. So once you look at the back of this, right? Look how many like strings are hanging from this blanket. Do you not see how many literally changes I had to do to make this work? There's like, you can see them, they're all there, all the little tie-ins that I have to tie in to make this um, function the way I wanted it. Because I wanted it to look, okay, like here's the wave here, and then here's the rest of the blanket. So I wanted these little parts here to look like the wave. Hi, Southern Belle, welcome on in. Thank you for coming in from the other channel. That was awesome. Absolutely awesome. I think I've been on your channel, but thank you for stopping on in. We ask everybody to come in here. We're trying to watch the fall leaves. The sun's kind of back there, but the fall leaves are turning. Hi, Brandon. The fall leaves are turning. So we're just sitting here, beautiful fountain, beautiful view. Fall leaves are turning until it gets too cold. And I bring a crochet project out. We give you all your own crochet hook and type in #blessed so you can make those connections within the chat. Bring my rocking chair out here. And then when it gets too cold, we'll go inside and we'll just put a green screen. But right now, yes, we're in Ohio. So the leaves are starting to turn. When the sun comes down, you're going to start seeing them behind me. But we were trying to do this lately, at least for the next month and a half, until it gets too cold to be out here. And then we'll take it inside. But we just bring a crochet project. We're really focusing on letting people crochet those connections and start to build their community for what's coming. You're in New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans. The community, so that they're going to get ready for the holiday. They need the community. We're going to have cold weather and snow and all that kind of stuff. It's 90. Well, it's probably about 75. So anyway, I am doing this blanket. If one of my mods will do exclamation point hands, that is the blanket we're doing. This is a channel. If you can go subscribe to it or connect with it, as we say over here, because we are doing this blanket for them. They are an organization that tries to raise money together to be able to give cruises to people that could not, first responders, disabilities, those are veterans, and so forth and so on. So we're doing a blanket for them. So that's okay. You don't have to crochet to be here. You just have to crochet connection. That's what you're doing. You can put hashtag blessed in the chat in order for people to connect with you. But these are the blankets that I love doing. This is the blanket that I'm doing. This is going to be a lighthouse. We love lighthouses. Our YouTube, our Facebook page is the Lighthouse Beacons. She's all excited to see her. It's amazing. It's like tags, wags, tailing. It's awesome to see. Awesome. I love it. I love it. So anyway, you can see that I was trying to change over. So the waves are here. Now it's just going to be this color and the ivory on the way up. But there was a lot of little changes in that whole thing for a while. She's like turning over. She's, I know what this is. I know this lady takes me for nice walks. It's amazing. And we still haven't figured out what's happening with the still haven't figured out. Hi Vicky, how are you? She's actually jumping up on her. It's so funny to see. So this is how far we've gotten with the blanket. Coming together. So, but it's windy out here today. Whew. Wind is going. She's like, okay, I know it. She doesn't quite understand it totally. Like she's looking for it, but she wants to separate. But yesterday she came in, she was like all huffing and puffing because she's been out of shape. Anyway, she's looking back. She goes, aren't you coming with? You go. Yeah, but you go. Like, I know who that is. You go for your walk. Good girl. Oh, she's too much. She is too much. I love this lady though. She greeted her so well. So we're gonna have ribs. My husband's gonna do the ribs shortly. He's gonna start them. We took them out of the freezer. I've got to tie in all these ends. They really got, I had to do a lot to get them in. So I had to do a lot. And Calypso, if you're not in with Foodies Vacations, that's another great one to be in. I go to her channel in the morning. It's like I get my laugh in. She laughs and she gets me smiling. And I can't thank you enough, Vicki. I really can't, honestly. Because the mornings have been very difficult for me. And you actually make them a lot easier. It's usually a rough start in the morning right now. So thank you. Honestly, thank you very much for doing that. She's just taken her and it's amazing to see. And I think it will also help her behavior problems will reduce too, but we just can't walk her like this lady can. I've done it. I've walked her around the circle, but I just can't physically keep it up. But I'm making myself come out here and still make those connections while I can. But if I come out here at 6, it's like, man, boy, that sun just comes out of nowhere. Now, on Blessings Through Connection, if one of my mods would type an exclamation point B2C, I'm going to have to do something with these strings eventually because they're going to annoy me. I may start doing the strings actually. We did a live, I think it was, I'll have to look back. It was Thursday night because I talked with Gail, and I'm going to have to delete that one. I was kind of busy getting that one together for some reason. Can't remember, but no, was it? No, it was, I can't remember. But anyway, I think it was Thursday. I've lost track of time, y'all. But anyway, the problem is my cardinal rule with using any of the stuff from Pixel Bay is I go ahead and I check it. I didn't check that one. And usually the videos aren't a problem. It's the music that's usually the problem. Well, the video came back as an issue. I only ran it once, so I'm going to go in and probably delete that live. It's only like 7 hours of watch time. And we'll start off at 33 because what I don't want to happen is once we are monetized on that channel, I don't want that video will never be able to be monetized and it'll have to get deleted and then it will be out of sync. So, I mean, I can still change it. It's not I can change the cover, but I'd rather, and the title, but I'd rather deal with it now and just redo it. But my cardinal rule when I download anything from there is take it down, put the music up, put it on Pixel Bay, or put it up on on Bust to Crochet and check and make sure it's not going to be a monetized issue. And certainly it was. So I'm like, okay, just delete the live and we'll start off. So if you see a 34 episode running again, it's because it's not, it's the video actually. And the videos usually I don't usually have a problem with the videos. It's the music. Or it's not the music. I know the music, we haven't changed that, and that's been steady. But it's the video. So I can't, yes, it is. I can't do anything with the video. And it's only one episode. It's got 7 hours of watch time. I'm not really concerned. And it's not one that I could run on a calming stream. So I'm just going to say, forget it and delete it. And we'll do that one over again. Not a big deal. My cardinal rule is with Pixel Bay, and I was rushing around that day and I didn't do it, is upload the video to Bust to Crochet and make sure that there's not an issue, and I didn't have time to do it, and that's what happened. That's okay. No worries. I'm starting to do the relaxing music through Suno, and so that'll be no problem to actually, I'm starting to use that music for Suno. So, oh, you're fine. So, instead of going through Pixel Bay and trying to find relaxing music or something, I'm just going through Suno, doing it. You're working on hats? Awesome. I'm going through my yarn. I'm getting you a box together. We have had a little issue, and I don't think anybody was in the office today. So we have to wait till tomorrow to get it. But our dryer vent says check vent, so I can't use my washer or my dryer. It works, I just can't turn it on till the vent is checked. We don't know if it's coming from up, or they're going to have to put like a thing down the vent pipe, or whether they're going to have to pull it away from the wall or what. But I have a blanket that needs to go out to somebody that I'd like to mail out. I've got some soap caddies to send out, and they all have to be washed. but I can't dry them, and I only put them in the dryer for a few minutes. Yes. Yep. I just started. We started taking our quotes and making music to match the quotes. I did Christina a birthday prayer. Her birthday is Friday, so we did the quotes for that. And again, hashtag blessed if y'all want to put in. My mods know what codes they use. Any of the explanation codes, the codes with the explanation point in front of it. That ones are my mods commands, but hashtag blessed, and you guys have your own crochet hook. So anyway, that's kind of the scoop of, you know, I want to get this blanket mounted out to my friend, but I can't do anything until they come check the dryer because I want to put it in the dryer for about 10 minutes. So mailing's on hold till I get all that done, but I am going through my yarn. And I'm going through my yarn for 2 reasons, because I want to send some to Janet. And I've got a box started for you, hun. And then I want to also put together yarn for this wonderful lady and make her a blanket. I always have blankets in the works. There's always a blanket. But I want to get her a blanket done because I'm just so grateful she's doing what she's doing for Mocha. So we got a lot going on this week, I'm telling you. I don't know what time we'll be back. I'm going to set up a live tomorrow at 6:30 for this. We'll see. There she's back again. And then Wednesday, we'll see. There's something going on Wednesday. We may go do something on Wednesday night. We'll see. But then Wednesday, and then I have to look because there was something else going on Wednesday I was thinking about. So Wednesday may not work, and then Thursday we'll be going on our way to see Downton Abbey. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a Downton Abbey fan. Put a 2 in the chat if you're not. I promise you, I won't ruin the surprise. If you're a Downton Abbey fan, I won't ruin it when we go to the movie theater and see it. If y'all haven't seen it, if you're waiting for it to come out on the TV, I won't ruin it. I don't think it's going to be the same without the grandmother. The grandmother made it. She was hysterical. She made it. And I figured out right now, we sure need community. We need connection. There's a lot going on. You're a Big Brother fan? I never really got in that show. But the crazy thing about Downton Abbey, and I talked about this before, bug, go away. Bugs are not welcome in my life. Is when we started watching Downton Abbey, Christina didn't really want anything to do with it. And it wasn't until Josh and I saw the last movie at the movie theater, and I think she came just for the popcorn. And so we went to the movie, and I said, "You want to come with?" And she goes, "Yeah, I'll come with." She just came for the popcorn. Well, the minute she came with us, she was hooked on Downton Abbey. Absolutely hooked. And so now she's kind of like and then we came home and binge watched them. Yes, there is a lot going on. We binge watched them when we came home, and now she's a Downton Abbey fan. So we got to go see the last one in the movie theaters. We don't go to the movies very often. If I get up, guys, it's because there's a bee floating around, and I'm allergic. And maybe they think there's flowers on my basket. I'm going to push this away. I get up really quick. There's a bee floating around, and I really don't want to get stung. Okay. Just backing up. I'm just trying to be very still and let it go where it wants to go, other than on me, because I don't want it to come on. I'm not severely allergic, but don't want to go down that route. So I think it went away. But so she didn't want to go. Now all of a sudden it's like she became a Downton Abbey fan, and then we had to binge watch the whole series. Awesome. And I think Mocha's behavior will actually improve. She doesn't get enough exercise. It's like she's giving her pets. So much improvement in that girl, I'm telling you. Just takes a lot of love and patience and understanding. It's amazing what happens. People take the time. I think it's like with us. People take the time and just patiently be patient. It's amazing what happens. I have, this basket I carry with my stuff. It has flowers on it. I don't know if the bee was going to like, oh, let's go sniff the flowers. She's actually laying on the grass. Oh, it's too funny to watch. Well, it was nice meeting you. I hope you come back and see us soon. Oh my goodness. She is on the grass, guys, with her belly exposed. Oh my goodness. That's like, that never happens. It's like you gotten. Okay, thank you, Echo. See you soon. That was like amazing that she actually she exposed her belly, because that's a big trust issue. We're trying to even say her name and say, she's coming to give you a walk. So she gets used to her name and she gets excited. You know, it's like amazing. Oh, I'm just so excited. I mean, the wind. Do you not see the wind? It is windy. Windy, windy, windy. Now, where am I? I may have to call my mom because I don't think she knocked hard enough. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on a second. I'm realizing, can you all hear me? Hi, Jody. Can you all hear me? I had to let her know that she was standing at the door. I'm realizing she's not. Can you all hear me? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat. You can hear me. Okay, good. But I realized my mom didn't hear her. We're making this. Can you all see the wind? My Lord. I don't know where all the wind popped up, but my goodness. But you can start to see now that I can move a little closer, because the bee wanted to come after me. And you can put hashtag blessed in the chat for people to connect with your channel. I have to see now. I have to count. We're doing this blanket. This is far we've gotten. But I realized she wasn't. She hadn't seen her. She hadn't heard her. Okay, I've got to see where I am. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Okay, so this was blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm here. trying to see where I'm at. We have one bump. Hold on with the. I'm getting lost here in a minute. Okay, this will be an easier way to tell me where I'm at. That's not good. Because that's not exactly where this blue and this blue should be. Hold on. They were coming out right. Why is that not? Hold on a second, guys. Oh, wait, no. No, now I know. Now I was having a moment thinking, wait a minute. Now I know what it is. Now I know what it is. That was blue. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm right here. See, I was missed. I was missed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. See, it was me. Sorry, I had to take that moment. See where I was. Oh, patterns, 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 patterns. So I went on an awesome channel tonight. I was subscribed, but I haven't been there for a while. Great channel, great guys. I mean, I don't know if you can see it. I know that the fall leaves were coming out. They're a little bit. They're not as vibrant yet, but they're slowly happening. They're slowly happening. One. See, I like doing these because it's very similar to a crochet cross stitch, and I have 2 more cross stitches I have to finish. One that almost finished, and I have done it for my nieces. I've got to do one for my nephew and finish his, and then my other nephew. But I said if I had any more nieces or nephews, they're just getting blankets because they're so much easier. But I was going to do a cross stitch for Christina and Jared for their wedding. I haven't finished that yet either. I started it, but I never finished it. I haven't been back. I've gotten so busy with this and people wanting blankets and me doing blankets for certain things. It's like I just don't ever get time to do anything else. Okay. So now I forgot. I did all that. They're turning. Yep, they are turning here, and this girl cannot be here. I can't control the paper. See, they're on big paper things like this. And it's not my pattern, so I can't show it. But I will put the description in the bottom. Let's see. Okay. So 25 and 35. Okay. And that should be. I want to get back into diamond painting, but I haven't been able to do it because I've been so busy with this. So, but look around your neighborhood. You may have a elderly individual that can't, has a dog. Maybe take him for a walk or do something. I just think Slay's taking the time out, but I think she just for Mocha to do that, guys. I wanted to cry. She laid on the grass and let her rub her belly. That's just like huge. So like I said to her the other day, if you get into Mocha's circle, you have gotten into something good. can't believe how it's not cold. It's just breezy. I might put my jacket back on. I didn't need it when I first got out here because the sun was right in my back corner, but I think I may need it now. Oh. So I'm going to start really trying to vegetable pizza. Ooh, that sounds good. I'm going to try to really start making and Jody, if you'll see tonight, I think it's tonight, the recaps will be coming out at 8 o'clock. And if you want to share on both of the channels that short, you're in that short for the recap because you got a shout out last week. I got back to doing shout outs. I've got to talk to my son-in-law and see if he can tell me what's going on with mom's computer, and then I've got to sit with her and work on her Chromebook because I need help. I can't do it all by myself. There's too much she does. Oh, you're welcome, hon. Sorry, it's just that breeze is just going right through me. I'm gonna try to start scheduling these out for a while because we're gonna sit here. We're gonna watch the fall leaves. You can see them a little bit. Let me just turn the camera a little bit. You can see them over there. We're turning a little bit, and then of course you can see them like right in that little section right there. And so if I do them, schedule them out. But I know Friday won't happen unless we do it earlier, and Thursday probably won't. What I think I'll do Thursday instead of a thing is we're driving to Downton Abbey. Beautiful. There'll probably be a lot of fall leaves change. We'll take you along. And then tomorrow I'll do it for 6:30, and then Wednesday I'll try to do it because we might as well utilize the time before we can't be out here. But Friday is Christina's birthday. She's having a party. And that day will be a day of, we have to go get her cake. We said we're bringing the cake. And then, and then Josh is going to make ribs. So we're going to film that tomorrow or Wednesday. But then we're taking the ribs because the way he does his ribs, thank you. The way he does his ribs is he cooks them, he boils them, and then he lathers them in garlic and barbecue sauce. Then he puts them in the refrigerator. And they sit. And then he throws them in the oven, puts them in the oven like 4 hours prior to eating them. So it'll be easier to take them to Christina's on Thursday when we go see Downton Abbey than trying to take hot ribs from the house. This way she can put them in her refrigerator and there she is with both of her big dogs. She takes, I don't know how she does it. She takes control. She's just this little thing and she takes control of them two big dogs. Anyway, it'll be easier to take them cold, cook them on Wednesday, put them in the oven or put them in the refrigerator, let them sit, take them cold to Christina's house, put them in her refrigerator, and then have her take them out and put them in the oven and cook. Because this is what she wanted from her dad, was to make the ribs. That's what she wanted. And so that's what we're probably going to do. Downton Abbey. Yes. Well, Christina wasn't really into it originally till we went and saw the second Downton Abbey movie. I think she just came for the popcorn, and then she was hooked. So it's her birthday, so we're taking her to Downton Abbey. And then, what was it? And then she can't think what it is. And then Friday we have to go in the morning and pick up her cake, and then come back, and then be leaving here probably about 3:30, about 2:30 to get there to her house for the party. So be nice if we could take Mocha, but that won't work. Too much going on, too many new people, too much stuff going on to make that happen. I don't know what'll be nice too eventually for this lady if we gladly give her a key, and if we're out and about and can't get home to get Mocha out, she could go take her for a walk or something. But it's down the road, starting off just little tiny baby steps for Mocha. But so we're going to be busy, and then I'm going. I know this is a crazy place to look for a gift, right? We were at the hospital because Josh was trying to get that MRI done, but he didn't. The shoulders were too big to go on the machine. But there is a purse at the hospital that has a horse on it. I have no idea how much it is, but it's a little side purse. So I'm going to stop by and see how much it is, because if it's not too expensive, I'll pick it up for her birthday. I'd like to get it for her, but it's like darling. It's like a little purse. I didn't see how much it was. So I have to go check the hospital. I said, no, Josh, that's a crazy place to go for a birthday present, but we have to go and see how much the purse is. I have to see. It looks like it should be 1, 2, 3. There are 4. That's 35. Hopefully, let's see where this lands, because it doesn't look. So we'll see. But it's like this little, like a little, just like a little purse you would bring in someplace if you didn't want to bring your big purse. And it's got this beautiful horse on it. And I thought, and when I was at the hospital, by then the shop closed, so I couldn't go. I couldn't go see how much it is. It does not look right. And so I want to go see how much it is. And if it's not too expensive, I will get her for her. It was just so cute. You not see the wind? My pattern. Oh no. It's going to go in the pond. Oh goodness. No, no. The runaway pattern. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. You guys can see how sore I am today, I'm sure. I didn't want it to go in the water. I was like, whoosh, it just went right out of my hand. They're talking about the wind too much. Oh. And it's not from lack of moving. I've kind of tried to move throughout the day. It's just these strings. Oh my goodness. They're going to have to get taken care of real soon here. Because they're annoying me, but I want to try to put those in. That was something. 35, 41. Yes. Well, we're doing this for helping hands for cruising. If one of my mods would put in hash or exclamation point hands and exclamation point B2C. But it's a page, an organization that helps people that veterans and so forth that can't, or to people that are disabled, people that are, um, you know, first responders that could not go on a cruise to be able to go on a cruise. And so they're having an auction in November, and we are doing this blanket for them. And it's going to be a lighthouse. And I had all this yarn for a different project that didn't work out, so it's getting reused for a good cause. I didn't expect my pattern to go flying. Oh, but that lady is getting a pattern. I have a blanket. I just have to go find the. I thought if I could go find all the yarn in my house, I've got enough of it floating around. I just have to find yarn that will go together. I did that with the blanket I did for Bag a Day. I had all the yarn and I just put it all together. I still had to go out and buy yarn, but I'll have to go out and see. I'll have to go look in the yarn stash and see what colors go together. And it's the kind of pattern that I could have multiple different colors with it and it would still look good as long as they went together. So maybe it'll be a good excuse to use up some of my yarn that needs to be used up. Wait, hold it. Wait. Well, no wonder that, no, that does not look right. Well, it's not right. I can see it from here. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, now I gotta go back to here. Because something's not right. Is that 34 or 35? Pattern you may not go back and you can't go swimming. You're not allowed. 35, it's 35, but it's not right. I'm very particular about my blankets. Very particular. Perfection will be something that happens. Such a perfectionist with it. Talk amongst yourself while I count. Fourteen, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. I may have to take the row out before it. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. It's not right. It's going to put it here again, so I've got to take out the row. I've got a frog. People don't know what frogging is, and the wind is bad to go back in my basket. The wind is so bad that the string doesn't want to go back in the basket either. I've done something wrong. Hopefully it's not too far back. It shouldn't be, but there's something not right in the... I've got to go back and correct it. It's okay. I think I did it last night when I was... It didn't work on this last night. Or I may have, but I did it when I was... I did it while I was falling asleep. Could be why I've done it. So... I mean, you can see it in my camera today. Goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi. Okay, where's... Oh my goodness gracious. Lord have mercy. Okay. Let's see what's happening. Something happened. I don't quite know what happened, but something happened. We're going to figure it out together. I could have missed. Telling you. There she is. She's running them dogs. It's amazing. She's like, I'm just excited to get out and run. And I'm like, she can't run with Mocha yet because she's not... She has to build back up, but... Getting her in shape. But she has to wait till it's lighter to take her out because she's a dark dog, so she can't take her out in the sun. She gets too hot. Too hot. But I think it's the night that I came out here. I think it was Saturday or something. And I couldn't even go whatever night it was. I think it was Saturday. I was so tired. But then once I got inside and I couldn't go right to sleep, so I crocheted to finish this up. And I just remember sitting there thinking, I'm falling asleep. I'm tired. But if anybody could share us out, I'd appreciate it. We're 82 away from hitting that 2K. And I just feel like I'm in quicksand with the... we released that song with the horse song, and I'm telling you, I feel like the horse is just stuck in mud. And it's kind of like, it's taking forever to reach that. We'll get there, one little step at a time, but those all have them in there. Let's see what happens when I do this. I'm gonna go inside. As much as I'd want to just focus, I'd love to just work on crochet all the time, but there's stuff I've got to do for the channel. Now, Christina, I'm gonna give her a shout out, even though I've done it before, on her birthday, right? Which is Friday. And then on the 21st was the 4th year anniversary of the day that Jared proposed to her. So I figured on the 21st, I'll give her other page a shout out. So between the two, we will give her then. Oh yes, the cool nights are wonderful, but the breeze. If you all get knocked over, it's because of the breeze. It's because the breeze is rocking and rolling, I'm telling you. But I tried before I came out to put a heating pad on my back, my sciatic nerve, a little bit, because it was just sore enough to be annoying. Just downright annoying. But I get through it. I think of you all and I think, okay, Mary, you can do this. Keep pressing forward, girl. Stay on that horse. There was an episode I just got done watching. I've been watching Matlock because it's just, I haven't seen it in years. And he really developed that character. I'm not too much of an Annie Griffin fan, but I've really enjoyed Matlock. And I just think to myself, he really took that character and just developed it over the years. And there was this episode today where the bus, he was riding a bus and they were going to a dude ranch and the bus got, an oil leak. And so they didn't get to go on the bus. And so then they were exploring this like ghost town and there was a sign and it knocked him out. And so he was dreaming of going back in time, and him trying to get on top of a horse. I actually recorded the clip and sent it to my daughter and said, here, I hope this brightens your day. Because I'm like, she would have found that so hysterical of him trying to get on top of this horse. I know it was all, you know, I know it was all, TV, but it was so funny how they did it. It was absolutely hysterical. I don't know what episode it was, but it was so funny. I thought, my. Trying to figure this out because this is annoying me. Me having to pull out the whole. That's not going to help me. Why is that not? Okay. I'm going to figure out which yarn this is. Or which. See, with these bobble stitches, you can take the yarn if you get like one that's kind of acting up. You can go through the other thing and fool around with it. I'm thankful for the cool nights, but the wind tonight, oh, it's something. I mean, it is really, whew. Like I said, it's not chilly, but it's just very windy. It's like you have to have something to brace the wind. I may have to put my hat on here in a minute. Because the wind is, whew. The wind, the wind. At least it's not cold, freezing wind. Yet. We're not there yet. We are not there yet. But I'm really thinking if I can get these lives scheduled further out, it'll be better. And I think once people understand what we're trying to do with opening these lives up so that you guys can come in. I know not everybody likes a vertical live, but still, you're still crocheting that connection by doing that. But I'm going to go inside and work on stuff that needs to get worked on. I'm going to have to start keeping a list. There's the most beautiful, gorgeous, it's just beautiful over there, over on the other side. I can't show you because of the location of where it's at. I feel like I'm going to get blown away. I'm going to put this in front so maybe that doesn't take my... Oh my goodness. Telling you, it's going to knock the leaves off the trees before we have a time to enjoy them, right? Got stuff for s'mores because my daughter loves s'mores. She's having ribs. We got the chips. I think they're having hot dogs. And then we're going to film a commercial for Gail's Southern Living. So that'll be that. Now let's see if we can get this right, because it was just not correct. So. Hopefully you all can still hear me. I learned that when I was on a phone call with Christina, that you have to exit out and then exit back in, or then people can't hear. Okay, I realized I had to do that the other day because people were saying they couldn't hear me after we got done with the live. We were on a live, so yeah. Oh my goodness. Sheesh, Williker. I told you all we're going to come toppling over. Janice, I'm getting blown away. The pattern's almost gone into the canal. Can you not see the wind? Oh my goodness. I don't think I have anything else but my water bottle to hold the thing up. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, well, I'll put my water bottle there. Hopefully it'll keep it from, I don't know. But unbelievable. And it's not cold. It's just the wind is really picked up tonight. Something. And I had to frog out because somehow I had done something wrong. So Mary may get blown away tonight. I'm watching the camera. It's a pretty area, but it's windy as heck. Oh my goodness. Let me do this. I've got something on the top. Hold it. I figure if I kind of maybe put that in the back, I'll give it a little weight towards back. There we go. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Don't know. It's a pretty area, but the wind is just hitting tonight. And the fall leaves, I don't know if you can see them. The fall leaves behind us, they're starting to turn. You can see them a little bit. You can put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with you. And our recaps are coming back out tonight. I got those set. And I did do, instead of a birthday or quote, I did a birthday song for Christina. And or not birthday song, a birthday prayer, because her birthday is Friday. So I'm going to release the entire song, and I'm going to be on Echo's channel. And she said I can stream it onto my channel because she's doing her Suno songs. So I may have to create some more songs. But I will be putting up like, different ones. So I have to do the birthday prayer. And I'm probably going to use very simple. I'm going to use video. I will check it before I put it up. Guarantee you after the other one. I have to be able to um, I'm gonna no hashtag blessed. Um, it's gonna be a rose though. So if you see a birthday, it's gonna be a birthday prayer for a daughter. So it can be for anybody who has a daughter as a birthday. But Christina middle name is Rose, so that's why I want to use a rose for the video for it. In the short I did, you'll see roses in there, and there was a hashtag blessed. And if you look at the pinned comment to the top, you'll see exactly what you have to press or type. Hashtag blessed. You'll get it, I promise. I may get blown away, but there you go. There's your crochet hook. I may get blown away. Hopefully everybody is having a good night. As you can see here in this fine state of Ohio, it's a very windy night. Oh my goodness gracious. I have a little piece of paper that says don't peel off on the bottom of my rocking chair for the, what was it? Don't peel off under federal thing. I have it, I can hear it rattling in the wind. Uh, oh my goodness. You know what song comes to mind? The Wind from the East from Mary Poppins. Oh my goodness. I'm very glad they're going to finally be thinking of Josh tomorrow. They're just going to do a biopsy on his leg, and hopefully they'll be able to tell us exactly what it is and exactly what they need to do it. I wish they would have done it a lot sooner. Now it's even worse. Oh my goodness, where did that need to be? Now here's, I'm, it's not adding up. 35, it needs to be right there, and that's not maybe where it needs to be. That's maybe my problem. I may be taking out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So I've done something with all this muckety muck stuff. So I'm going to have to go back further. That's not right. It's not right. I hate this part. Hopefully it's not going to be where everything started changing directions and I got to undo that because that'll be a mess. That I will not be doing that. I will go to the soap caddy that I brought out because that'll be a mess to do. An absolute mess. Okay. And the wind's not helping either, but I got to go back. I don't really have a choice because it's not working. And I've got all these little stringy things that are driving me nuts. So I've done something somewhere and it's not in that row. So I've really gotten far. I should be like 3 rows down by the time I've been out here with y'all, and instead I've gone backwards instead of forwards. Oh my goodness. All right, behave yourself blanket. Okay, let's see what this is. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. That's where I made my mistake. Okay, that's where I made my mistake. This should be here. Somebody is not a happy camper. All right, now that's fixed. Let's go on. Let's keep pressing forward. Okay. Okay. I am making a blanket. But I had to go 3 rows back, or at least, yeah, something like that. We are doing this blanket for Helping Hands. It's going to be a lighthouse. Helping Hands for cruising. And they are an organization that helps people get 41. Now that I've gone so far back now. 25, okay, 41. That can go on cruises, otherwise wouldn't be able to. So we're actually doing it. Hi, File. How are you? How can I get her to at least try to move forward, not move on? Well, first of all, if she's lost her husband, welcome on in. My condolences to your mother-in-law for that. That is an extremely difficult time in her life. And the first thing I would say is have her give her time. Her grief is on her timeline, not on anybody else's. And have her sit with the pastor, have her sit with a counselor, and you need to just be there for her. Do not try to, you can't process, she has to process the grief in her own time. My aunt passed in March. It's nothing like a husband in any stretch of the means. I lost my dad in January of 2021. Very different. I still haven't begun to think or deal with my aunt's passing. I still think I'm numb. I still think, where did the time go? Does it really happen? And so I think when you lose a spouse, I think you move, you heal, but I don't know if you ever, there's a hole in your heart. Brother, during, sorry for your loss. We're extremely sorry for your loss. You have to be there for her. If she needs to cry, let her cry. If she needs to be angry, let her be angry. If she needs to sleep, let her sleep. If she is getting really too depressed, then it's time for her or for the family to seek medical professionals to see if she needs to be on a round of depression medicine. But I would start with a pastor, I would start with a counselor. You can also go, we have done them on our channel, and I can put them in the description below. But if you look up, it was back in March of last year, or this year, excuse me. My aunt passed, and I did, it was a two-parter. How do you, what do you, it was a 62, 62, 62 like 61 things you could do to sit in grief with somebody. And it was really helpful because I was going through it and almost every one of them I could tag some kind of thing from, because I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm going through right now. And it was helpful. So I would go watch that. It was a 2-part. I couldn't even do it all in one thing. But you know, I, my aunt passed in March. I'm probably at, I don't know where I am with her. I know she's not here. She's in the arms of Jesus. She's no more dealing with cancer. She's whole. She's with my dad. I think this birthday is going to be hard for my daughter because it's the first year without her. I went to pick up Christina's cake. When she was here, we celebrated her birthday early and we put stitch on it. When I went to go pick up her cake for this birthday, I could not put stitch on it. I actually got in the car and I started crying because I can't put stitch on this cake. And I cried all the way home. The 25 minutes it took to get home, I just cried. So, you have to allow time. Absolutely. They've got to give your mother-in-law time. If it has been any length and they had a good relationship and it was long, it's hard. I mean, I can't even think of losing my husband. I don't want to think of it. He's my best friend. Yeah. But you have to let her heal and give her time. And it can't be on your timeline. I think people, try to rush, timelines, and can't be. I am. How are ya? If you look out at our recap, which should be coming out in about 15 minutes, 16 minutes, if anybody is on those recaps, can share them out when they share their shorts out, I'd appreciate it. But you were in that short because you got a shout out last week. So you'll be in that short. They come out at 5 o'clock or 8 o'clock every Monday, except when I miss a week somehow. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19. It is windy. Well, we take our daily shout outs and put them in a weekly shout out. So you'll see it in the weekly shout out. But if anybody's in there, if they can share those shout outs out, we're trying to get to 2K by the end of the year. But see, guys, that's what this community's here for. Somebody to come in and ask that question. Why? So that they could get advice when they're going through a tough time. Because that's really hard for the family to have to go through. That's hard for, your wife to have to go through. And that's why we're all here for each other, is so we can help each other through all that stuff. I feel like I'm walking. I feel like that horse. And I can't tell you how much that song means to me and how much this song, that horse just staying on it. Because I feel like I'm in mud and they're just going like this. I do this, guys, from the connection. I need the connection. You guys help me through so much. I deal with so much pain. And the past 2 months with the sciatica have been really hard, hurts. And when I on here, I don't think about how much I'm hurting. You guys help me so much. I don't know if you realize that. Mama gets the revenue. She needs a new pair of sneakers. Guess what? She's going to be able to get a new pair of sneakers. You know what I mean? She said to me, I'm holding off. And I'm like, Mom, go get yourself a new pair of sneakers. You know, she needs a new pair of sneakers. And so that little extra revenue that comes in from this channel helps her to go get a pair of sneakers. You know, she's had a pair of sneakers, I think probably for, oh my goodness, they've been 8, 9 years. She needs a new pair of sneakers. So I'm like, Mom, go get yourself a new pair of sneakers. That's why I'm doing it, you know? And it warms my heart to do it because I know it helps her. And I just kept thinking to myself, I just kept saying, Mary, you gotta stay on that horse, right? You gotta stay on that horse. You can't get off the horse. You gotta stay on. And I did something different today. Not that I'm not a praying girl, believe me, I am a praying girl. And I said before, and sometimes I rush out, and I said, no, Lord, I'm not gonna do that anymore. I changed my time by 15 minutes because I said, Lord, I'm going to come out and I'm going to take a few minutes to pray before I go on. You owe that. And I said, Lord, let me just be a light and a beacon for people. Let them come in, connect with each other. You can do #blessed for people to connect with you. Use your crochet hook. Because this is helping me so much. I want to help other people. That's why I'm doing this blanket. So that this can go to helping hands so that they can get, you know, maybe somebody helps them to put people on cruises that otherwise couldn't afford to go on a cruise. So, you know, you have to fight we have to fight those voices inside of us that sit there and give us stuff we know aren't true. We have to battle back and say, that's not God, that's the enemy. Enemy's talking, and we're not gonna allow ourselves to think that. Because it's really easy to think it, I'm telling you. It's easy to sit here and say, nobody. Hi, Brooke. How are you? Thank you for popping on in. Do #blessed so people can connect with you. It's easy to sit here and think nobody wants to be here. I'm no good at this. I know I am. You know, it's easy for those things to come in your head when you know they're not truth. Why are we sitting out here as many times as we can between now and before it gets too cold? I love you all, but I'm not going to be crocheting out here in 20-degree weather. Why? Because there's gorgeous fall leaves out here happening right behind us. There's this beautiful sunset happening behind us. We're opening this up for the next month and a half until it gets too cold to be out here so that you guys can crochet that connection. You can build your communities when we get to the colder months. When it stops being, when we can't be out here, we'll go in the house and I'll put a green screen, but it's not going to be as pretty as God's nature behind us. Thank you, Jody. But I think sometimes in our head, we allow things to come creep in there that shouldn't. Yep, we need to keep going no matter what. Hi, Jeremy D Day. How are you? You can put #blessed if you want people to connect with you in the chat. I'm trying to see where we're at so I know. So that should be in the middle of that. Because, you know, I just think that if we don't acknowledge it, it's real easy to sit, you know, I think we have to because I think it becomes a struggle. That's okay, Brooke. For those that don't crochet, We have given you your own crochet hook to crochet those connections in the chat. You are crocheting. You're just using connection to crochet with. That's perfectly fine. That's why we did it. That's right. You don't have to crochet. You don't have to know how to do any of the stitches I'm doing right now. You just need to come in here and say, I need the connection, because it's really important. 23. I'm glad. I'm glad. But I say that, I say those things because I want everybody to understand. If we don't sit here and talk about our struggles, or sit here and acknowledge them, because it's real easy to sit here and say, everything's fine, right? But it's part of the journey. It's part of the struggle. Hi, Jamel, how are you? It's part of the struggle. You know, it's part of the journey to get there. And it's what I've had to overcome, and this channel's helped me. When I first started this channel, there was something that came in my head that says, nobody wants to be my friend. And I've always felt like this misfit, kind of like, kind of just not, I don't know, kind of just somebody that liked Elvis Presley and was somebody who never met a stranger and likes to talk and all those kind of things. And I never fit in any place. And then when you have a special needs child that you're raising, it's a very, very lonely, lonely time, because not a lot of people understand what that's like. They don't understand what it's like. They don't understand the difficulty and the struggles and all those kind of things. And instead of coming beside you, a lot of people go and they just kind of push away. The parents are sometimes worse than the kids. They knew something was wrong with my daughter. And so instead of coming beside me and saying, okay, let me come beside you and help me understand this, they just pushed away. And so when I raised my daughter, I gave her everything. I didn't have any extra energy to do anything. We didn't go to, if there was a party somebody was having at Chuck E. Cheese, we went once, we never went back again. We didn't do those things because it was something Christina couldn't handle. I didn't go to Walmart with her until after we had her service dog. We didn't do things like normal parents. I was exhausted. I worked, at a full-time job, came home, and then dealt with my child lovingly. I loved her, but there was extra things I had to deal with. And then when she got diabetes on top of the autism, that was a whole nother different thing. And then she didn't sleep right till we had Jordan. So I was up throughout the night. I was a tired mom. When I used to work at the auto mall, we used to be 7 to 12. Everybody had to work a shift on Saturday. Come in, they'd have lunch for the staff because we were so busy. We had lunch, and then I got off at 12 or 1 o'clock, something like that. And I literally, my mom had her for the weekend. We lived like very close to each other, like 15, 20 minutes away. And I'd come home and crash for 3 hours. I was that tired. I get up, I eat my dinner, and I go back to bed and I sleep till next day. I was that tired. So I didn't have time for it. And there wasn't a bunch of people coming around me to say, let me take you out to lunch and try to understand this. They didn't do that. And then when my dad had dementia, I was dealing with a father that had a dementia, and then a child who was really struggling with a dementia diagnosis. Change was happening. He was changing every day. There was this little minute things that were happening to him that otherwise, she just doesn't handle change. So he was changing every solitary day. It was horrible. And so I didn't have time to do that. I didn't have time to go out. I was too tired. And I was also dealing with a diagnosis of fibromyalgia. Didn't happen. So when I had this channel, when I started it, my main goal was connection. I needed a connection. I'd seen what had happened over the past year of having connection prior to that, and having people and having friends and sisters that I've come to love and brothers and so forth. And like, hey, nobody was sitting with me. God was, my husband was, my family, but no friend was sitting with me on that couch when I was struggling with Christina, right? Guess what? I want to be that person for somebody else. Nobody needs to suffer in silence. So those old tapes of nobody wants to be my friend, they don't exist anymore. They still tend to try to creep in. And this will challenge you. I'm telling you 100%. This YouTube will challenge you. 110%. Yes, you are a champion, but know that was heavy, and I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I know it was hard. I had my baby come down with diabetes, never slept good. I know, believe me, Lord, please send, absolutely. And here's the thing about it, everything that I went through, from my daughter having autism to being in an abusive first marriage to my dad having to dementia to my fibromyalgia to all of the things I have gone through in my life, I look at it and think, if I can be a voice to somebody that's going through that, wonderful, right? I'm glad. If I can be a voice that somebody is going through that and they don't have to go through that, isn't that crazy? I'm not doing that, you know, then thankfully, I don't know if this will do it or not. I think you have to be on StreamYard, don't you? I think you have to be through StreamYard to do that. I don't know if Apple will do that. I don't know. Since I don't know, I thought I'd see if it would give us a thumbs up, right? I can do that. We'll see if it does anything. Be cool if it did, but I think you have to go through StreamYard. But there's a heart for everybody, even if it doesn't do it. But I don't look back at anything. And I say, if I went through it, I went through it for a reason, and I want to be able to share it. If it helps one person, I have no problem telling my story, none whatsoever. It was hard because Christina got diabetes at 13, and we had just gotten Jordan. So I can tell you that having Jordan was helpful because he actually detected at times if she was high or low. And he wasn't even trained about it. It's amazing to watch. It was absolutely amazing to see. I have to count it because I may have to go back and look at it. I remember one time she woke up and she said he was restless. And she just looked at him and she said, "Do I need to test?" And he just, yep. She tested, she was like 84. And then he laid down and went to sleep. Oh, fine. I don't know how I missed that, but we fix it. Um, but he would be lying on the couch with her and sense that her sugar was elevated. And he just sit right up and look at her. And she just look and she said, "Do I need to test?" And he would just sit there. And that was her cue. I need to test. So now I fixed it. I don't know what I did wrong, but I fixed it. But anyway, I'm doing this blanket for helping hands for cruising, and the short just dropped. But these are the blankets that I love doing. The ones with you see the bobble stitches. We're going to make a lighthouse. It's going to turn into a lighthouse. And so I remember one time he had had surgery. He had several different lumps on him. They were they were no they weren't anything that were they're pretty common to actual labs to have, but they were like fatty lumps. And they weren't really a problem, but where his vest would have to be, they would be rubbing against, and they were growing a little bit. So because of where they were growing, we removed them. We had them removed in the places that were near his vest because it was rubbing every time, he was having to wear his vest. So we removed them. And so when he was not serving Christina, he was in his crate. She was in school. She went to a special school, so she didn't need to have him in school. And the principal said, if she needs him, I will even take the dog out for a walk, take it outside and everything. But she didn't need him in school. But so he was crated. But because he had just had surgery, he was with us, and he was in our bed, and he was on pain medicine because he just gotten done with surgery. So he was on the bed, so we just monitor him. And he just literally like sat right up. He turned his little happy butt around and looked at Josh, and he barked. And Josh just looked at him and said, Jordan, what the heck's going on? He said, do I need to test? And he just barked again at him. Josh pulled out his tester. He didn't have a Dexcom on at that time. Pulled out his tester. He tested his sugar, and sure enough, he was low. I don't know how that dog trained himself to do it, but he did. It's amazing to watch. So I did, and she did, after a while, have a Dexcom. So at least if she went low, I could go check it. But I would have to get up like 2:30 in the evening or in the morning, go test her sugar, go back to bed. At that point, I'm kind of awake. When I was working, when she first got diagnosed, I didn't work too long after that. And so then I would go ahead and test her, go back to bed, try to go back to sleep, get 2.5 more hours of sleep, and go to work. It was unbelievable. So, but I've raised a beautiful young lady that I love dearly. I have a wonderful song I'm going to be releasing with pictures. I've got to put that video together. Her middle name is Rose, so she's my little rosebud. And I love her to pieces. I'm a very proud mama. I wanted more children, but that wasn't God's plan. But one of these days, I will be a yaya whenever they decide to start having a family, and I will hold that name up proud. For those that don't know, that's grandmother in Greek. My husband's going to be a papu, which is grandfather in Greek, and those grandbabies aren't even they're not even apples in their parents' eyes yet. And I've already started praying for them. They're already in prayer. I pray for my nieces and nephews. They're in prayer. And it's one of the reasons why I'm doing this channel too, and why we've uploaded recipes on this channel, because I want my grandbabies to see some of the family recipes we've grown up with. And their papu making ribs because their mother loves them. Grandma, mum. That's interesting. My mom is Mimi, Mima, or not Mima, Mimi. That's what my daughter calls her. So, but my grandmother was still alive when Christina was born. She had her great grandmother for 18 years. Momo, that's interesting. Or Mumu, that's that. Yeah, that's interesting. That's neat. So we couldn't. Nana was already taken, so we couldn't have my mother be Nana. But my mother will be Nana when she does. And if my daughter has children before anybody else, and my husband's grandmother is alive, it will be her first. Be my husband's grandmother's first great grandchild. So she has 6 children, over 35 grandchildren, and over 35 great grandchildren. Like she said to everybody, it all started with me. So one of the reasons I put recipes on this channel is because I want Christina to be able to, if she wants to know how to make noodle pudding, which is on the channel, or some of the other recipes, or the tuna fish salad she wanted my mom to do. All of those things are on there. I was going to do the linguine and clam sauce because that's what she wanted for her birthday on Sunday. We had like a family a little birthday for her, but I didn't have all the supplies. I didn't have the Wonder Flour, and I thought I don't want to make this without all the correct things, and it's something I can make and freeze, and my daughter will love me for it. She'll be happy. I've tried to make my grandmother's, I gotta make that again, my grandmother's rice pudding. And the only successful one that I actually really made was in the crock pot. Not crock pot, the Instant Pot. It actually turned out halfway decent. But I can never replicate my grandmother's rice pudding. No matter how much I tried, it never replicated it. So tomorrow we'll come out here. I think a good time is like 6:15, 6:30. Wednesday, I'm not sure about Wednesday yet. Thursday, we'll probably do one from the road, as long as my phone will carry us through. I have to tell them that their fountain light is off tomorrow when they come. Because during the winter, they turn off the fountain. So we will go ahead and then Friday is Christina's birthday, so we will not be doing one on Friday. But on Sunday, join us because Echo is going to be doing Suno. And I have some songs. I'm going to be uploading a couple to the channel. I may have to do a couple more songs before the time rolls out. So I'm going to start participating in that because I really enjoy Suno. I don't think I'll ever give it up. I did it for the year accidentally because I was just trying to do it for trying to do it for just the month, and I ended up doing it for the year. So I don't have to worry about it for a year. But I'll continue it because it's a lot of fun. And then, of course, Blessing Through Connection. I don't know when we're going to get to anything this week with that. Hi, TZED. Welcome on in. Welcome on. You can put hashtag blessed if you want people to connect with your channel. We give you the crochet hook to be able to connect. Probably going to be ending this shortly because it is very windy out here tonight. People have seen the wind. And I'm afraid to flip that thing forward a little bit. Try. But let's see. I can flip it. I don't want to flip it too much and then have to give the power. There we go. At least so you can see me a little bit. Yep. Well, Josh gave me this little thing so I could see. But it was kind of, yep. I got surprises in store, right? So I don't know if we'll try to get a Blessings Through connection. Hi, Missies. Welcome on in. You can put hashtag blessed if you want people to connect with your channel. We are Crocheting Connection here. And we are going to be doing these throughout the month, this month, as we're kind of helping people build their communities for the winter on ahead. We also have Blessings Through Connection. If my mod could drop exclamation point, B as in boy, T as in Tom, C as in cat. That's another channel we have. So that the people can connect over there. We have video channels going through, or videos, and then relaxing music and sound going through. And then that way people can connect. We make you a mod when you come in. So it's a great way to be able to do that. So we have that. And but I don't know if I'll get anything done this week. We'll see. I will try. But we're going to go back to, it'll be in episode 34. We've already done episode 34, but it had a copyright on it. So I'm going to have to redo it again. The video was copyrighted because I didn't do my policy. So if we can, hashtag blessed. Oh, the wind has been more than gently. It blew this over. It blew my pattern almost into the fountain. It's been a little bit more than gently blowing. It really has been, I'm telling you. But it's a peaceful thing back here. Everybody loves the fountain. And then, of course, the leaves are changing behind us. And so this way people that, like I was, that were born in Florida, that never got to see trees change, can see them happening as we sit out here. But I love y'all, but I am not going to sit out here in 20-degree snow. But we will do it inside with a green screen. For sure. Oh, I had to undo. Now I'm back to the section we were with started. I had to tear it out because it wasn't right. Oh my goodness. Good night. Thank you for everybody that stayed and that have made tonight nice and have chatted in the chat. I really appreciate it. It can get discouraging, but I just really appreciate, and I know I've got to set them up more, and I'm planning on it because I think if I do, I think it'll help everybody. Know when we're going to be out here. I'm going to Florida to the upper Michigan. Oh, that'll be. My daughter's going to New York. She's never been to New York. So that should be interesting to see. But this is the blanket. I don't know if y'all can see it. Probably can see it that way. So this will be a lighthouse. These are the blankets I enjoy doing because you can make images off of them. This is not my pattern, so I will put the pattern in the description below. If anybody can share us out, we are trying to get to 2K. This channel is my mother, so is Blessings Through Connection. Blessings Through Connection is just, we let the magic happen in the chat. We make you all mods when you come in, and you guys can connect and chat and chat and go visit each other's channels and do that whole thing. So, my mom gets the revenue and I get the needed connection, because I deal with chronic pain on a daily basis and it helps me tremendously. So this blanket is for organization. It's actually a channel. It's called Hands for Cruising, and they help those that cannot otherwise give or help with cruises or be able to go on cruises. People that are maybe disabled or first responders or those that have served in the military, and they help them pay for their cruise. They have to be nominated, and then it goes in front of a board. It cannot be a family member that nominates them. So they are having an auction in November, And so we are doing a blanket. I was just honoring, trying to help them, and also as a way of honoring my dad. I had all the yarn, so I didn't have to go out for this project and get the yarn. But so my dad had dementia for 7 years and otherwise could not have done that. He worked very hard all his life, so he could not do something like that. So this is in his memory, this blanket for them. So what is everybody's plans for this week? I know it's going to be a busy week for us. You can sense it already. My daughter's birthday is Friday. I got be a busy week. I love the weather getting cold. Oh yes. Me too. I love cold weather. I'm not someone who likes hot. The summers are always too hot for me. My husband likes the winter. I like the fall. My mother likes the summer. Homework? Sounds like fun. I've got homework. It's for the channel though. Gotta get stuff done. I have to go do the commercial for Gale Southern Living for Blessings Through Connection. I've done it. I've just got to voice over it. Next week, that'll be awesome. I remember you telling me about that. I remember we used to be out here till like 9 o'clock, and now it's 8:15 and it's dark. So, but I've had to tear out so much because I was like not working out. I don't know what I did. Wedding plans? That'd be great. Are you getting married or someone in your family getting married? Oh, you're getting married in November? Oh, congratulations. I did my daughter's wedding. Phew. I have a cup that says I survived my daughter's wedding. I did we ordered I knew she was going to get married kind of before. We just knew that it was going to happen. And we got solo wood flowers, and I probably spent about $100 in all those flowers, and $100 in all the flowers, 150 maybe, and then maybe like $200, something like that, on all the other stuff. And I was able to do her flowers for like no more than about $400. I did. What is going on with you? You're annoying me. You know that? It's not right. Can't win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I knew it was all right. I'm sitting there going, it didn't look right. It didn't look right. And that was a huge thing because she still has her bouquet from her wedding day. I made eight bouquets. 13, was it 13 boutonnieres? Like eight boutonnieres and like I think 8 boutonnieres and corsages, or I think it was 13 or 14, something like that, corsages and boutonnieres. And then I did flowers for around the place too with them. I mean, it was unbelievable. I had vases of flowers around. Like I found a vase or vase, excuse me, that had an H on it, which was the letter of her new last name. And so I did a vase, and I was able to make one for her with all the flowers, make one to give to uh, her mother-in-law and all that kind of stuff. A happy birthday, Brooke. So that was really those flowers were really, because you get those flowers, the wood flowers, you have to put like a mixture of a gelatin. You use vegetable gelatin and so forth, vegetable gelatin and water mixture, and um, you put them in that, and then you can dye them about any color you want. You have to use acrylic paint, but I mean, her colors were turquoise and copper, and I also used orange, and the colors were just the I mean, the flowers from the pictures, you couldn't tell that they were not real. Well, thank you very much for stopping in. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you. I will go and look more over at your channel, of course, but put that hashtag blessed in before you leave, certainly, so people can connect with you. I'm going to finish this row, and then I'm probably going to be heading in. Been out here for a little bit. It's dark, and it's getting a little nippy. I'm going to go in and have a shower and work on some stuff for the channel and have some Raisin Bran. It's been my go-to lately, is to have Raisin Bran now. So here's the thing. Did we get it right? I am so twisted up. You guys wouldn't believe the yarn twist that I have going on right now. Where are you? It's all over the place because the wind came and got it. I've got like 3 things of yarn coming out of this one thing. All right, there should be 35 and 41. That I know. Where's Rudy when we need him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. If Rudy's listening, that's for you. Yep. Been having that lately. I just have that bowl kind of at night, and I usually have only one meal a day. That's my premise. So I had leftover linguinis and clam sauce, a little bit of a salad and a roll, and then I usually just have the one meal a day, and then I start to get a little hungry, and I have some Raisin Bran, and we'll have an orange, and fun. Hi, Poetic Tears. How you doing? One meal. I snack. Like I'll graze. I'll have like I have those little cheese things. I'll have those, but I really am not somebody that it is hooked around my foot. We had a problem with the blanket. Come on. It's I'm wearing Hey Dudes and it's hooked in my shoe. Oh my goodness. So, we have but I'll just graze. My mom made my tea, so it'll be perfect to go in and have it. Sometimes I'll have oatmeal, but when I was on Optavia, I did that. I really had just one big meal a day, and then I grazed. They had feelings like I wish I could go back on Optavia because I did really well on that. First thing I really did well with in my life on a program with, and I just can't afford the food cost. But if I could go back on that one, boy, I'd be on that one in a heartbeat because I really, when Christina's wedding happened, I will show you in a second once I get to the point where we are working on a blanket. Hopefully you can see it. It's going to be a lighthouse. So that's the first. You can see the waves on the bottom. And thank you. And we're going to be, there's a website called Helping Hands for Cruising. And you can nominate people that you believe deserve to go on a cruise, otherwise could not afford to go on a cruise. One of these days. And so my dad, because of his dementia, it has literally gotten around my Hey Dudes. Could not have gone on a cruise. Hi Tiff, how are you? And so I am doing this blanket in memory of him for their auction coming up shortly here. Now, here we go. Gotta count again, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 5, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 41. So doing this, and then once I get done with this blanket, which this rate of me going forward and then coming back and going forward and coming back, I actually there's one of our late neighbors, a couple streets down, a couple houses down, has 2 very large dogs. Those just coming in. See the waves? See this from like this section here, from this knob over is going to be the lighthouse. You'll see the lighthouse forming. These are the blankets I like doing. 23. Now I should be right. She is, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She has 2 really large dogs. And Mocha really needs to go for more walks than what we can do. My mother takes her for walks, but she's older. Mocha's very strong. She's a staffy. Josh can walk, but he's limited at times and he has to walk with his walker. I've been having terrible sciatic nerve. So I can't walk right now without the aid of a walker, or at least have it close at hand, because there has been times I have felt like I'm going to fall. So this lady goes for runs with her dogs. So she's just loving on Mocha. And hold on a second. Now we're correct. We have the sniff spots, which are great, but Mocha doesn't quite understand the whole sniff spot thing yet. She doesn't grasp the concept of what sniff spot is. So, and I've even told this lady, because she has 2 very large dogs, I said, "I'll even give you one of my sniff swat credits to go and take your dogs to the backyard." So, anyway, she was out when we were doing the yard sale with Christina in our neighborhood, and she said, "I'd love to take Mocha for a run." So, and for a walk. So she has offered to come almost every day and take that dog for a walk. Answer to prayer. Um, and we didn't quite know how Mocha was going to respond, right? And we told her that. We said Mocha was, for those that don't know, Mocha's on our channel. So if you go look up Mocha, you'll see her. But Mocha was held by the collar and choked by neighborhood kids that thought it was funny. And then she was taken to her previous home, or next home after that, and beaten or hit every time she did something wrong. So that was her MO. So we think that she was probably abused in her crate. We think that she was probably taken away from her mother too young and not given the right nutrition. There's a lot of things that we have a feeling that happened with that dog. And so unfortunately, she does not. Now I've got it correct. All that to go back to this place that we started. I got one row in, but I knew. I kept going back going, it's not right. It's not right. And I've got to make sure I can't go on. It'll mess the whole blanket up. If I don't get it correct, it's going to mess it up. But the next time I come out here, all these little end things are going to be taken care of because they're going to annoy the heck out of me. But anyway, she has stranger danger. She can handle strangers well. And so we knew, hold on a second, I'll show you what I mean in a second. And I'll finish my story. See, in the back, because of all the changes I had to do to make that happen the way I wanted it to happen. I've got 3 yarns, if y'all can see. There's like 3 yarns coming out of this blanket at once. But can you not see all the little ends I've got to tie in that just happened to be able to get this blanket to do it the way I wanted it to look? Hi Misha, how are you doing, hon? Look at your messenger. I need you to look at it, please. Our dryer, and I'll finish my story about Mocha, but our dryer vent, we cannot run our dryer right now until they come next couple days to deal with the to figure out why it's saying check dryer vent, and we don't want to turn the dryer on and cause a fire, so we're not doing that. So unfortunately, your blanket, I want to wash it before I send it. I always wash them. I've got a connection cake for you. I've got soap caddies for you. I've got all that. Like to get it out this week, but we can't run the dryer until they come and do it. So yeah, you have to look at it. I did something special for Misha. I did a blanket. Her daughter was taken away from this world way too soon, and her daughter and my daughter have the same name. So I've done a blanket for her. I did something really special for her on top of that. And I'm going to be trying to send the blanket out this week. But unfortunately, again, the dryer, I can get the blanket in the washer, but I put them in the dryer for like 10 minutes and I can't do anything with the dryer. But I'm going to try to get that blanket out. I want to get that blanket out this week. I've got snapback stuff to get out. I've got stuff to mail out, but so I'm sorry, but I need her to answer me on a couple things in there, because I value her and I value her friendship, and so she'll let me know. But anyway, we didn't know quite how Mocha was going to respond to this lady coming on Sunday, but Christina was there, and she just came right out, jumped all over this lady like it was no tomorrow, and then pulled away and barked at her. And then she took her out for a walk today, and she took her for a walk, and then she came back with her, and Mocha just laid on the grass and rolled over and let her rub her belly. It was unbelievable. Dryer sucks. Hopefully we'll get it going soon for you. Also, I look forward to absolutely 100%. But if you can take a look, I know you stay trying to stay off Messenger, but if you could take a look for that and let me know about what I sent you, because I'd like to put that out. Uh, I know you will tell me, but as soon as we called them on Saturday to let them know, because we bought the dryers. So the washer and dryers, our washer and dryer. We don't know if the vent is gotten crooked or whether or not there's a clog between the top and the bottom, and whether they need to come and unclog it. So I don't know. They're going to let us know because it's there. I talked to my daughter's father-in-law, and she said, call your landlord, and they need to be the ones to come because anything from the wall behind is their responsibility. So, and we can't move these dryers, this washer and dryer. I don't know how we're going to get going with that. So we can't turn the dryer on because it says check vent, and I really don't want to start a fire. And I don't want to go to a laundromat with these blankets, this blanket that I've worked on, because you don't know what somebody else has put in the dryer or washer prior to that. And I'm just not going to take a chance. I won't do it. So if I have to, what I will do is just take it, wash it at least, and then hopefully by like Wednesday we'll get it resolved, because what I'd like to do is get it washed on Wednesday or Thursday at the latest, and then get it mailed out on Friday. So I've got to just see what's going to happen with it. But it was a labor of love, but I wouldn't have traded it. I loved working on it for you, and I really wish I could give you a big hug, person, one of these days, hopefully. You got to know that. Big hugs, Misha. Good night. We're gonna head in about in a minute. Sandy, can you drop Misha's link, please, if you all go over? I think she's one away from 600. I'd love to see her get to 600. I'd love to see for us to get to 2K. All trying to help each other. Make sure you put hashtag blessed. Oh, third shift. I'm sure glad I don't have to work third shift. I did it once in my life. Yay! Me done with that. I can't work anymore anyway. Unfortunately. Because my back will not allow me to. Ooh, it's getting chilly out here. The Stitch made blanket with hugging him. I will feel the love. I know, hon. Just let me know, because I'm going to be on Echo's channel for the Suno, and I have 2 songs that I would like to do, like to play. But if they're too hard, if you're going to be a part of that and they're too hard for you to do, I won't put them up. And I know you said we need to also celebrate my daughter's life. It's her birthday on Friday, but you're my friend, and I respect that. And I'm so sorry, hon. But I've done 2 songs for her, for Christina, but I won't play those on Saturday if that's going to be too hard for you. It's okay. I'll put the videos on my channel and be fine. But you've got to tell me, and I want you to be honest because I love you, you're a friend, and I would not have it any other way. I don't have to do those songs. But I would like to do this, the one I sent you. I would like to put something together. I'll send it to you. I'd love to play that on Saturday. If that's something that you would love to happen, I'd love to make that happen. And I'd like to give you big hugs. And I'm also going to send you another picture when I send this out. But I've held off on sending you the picture. So when I send you the tracking information, I'll send you the picture. Positive to come about lifting her. Okay. You're welcome. Just let me know if those 2 songs I did for my daughter are something you can handle me playing. And then just let me know the other information I asked in the message so that I could put something together. And if you have any pictures you want to send me that I can put in the video when I put it together of her, then please send them and I will make sure that they go in there. And I'll stay on for a few minutes. Listen to the water. I don't know what happened to the light, but it's getting a little chilly. Oh, it's getting a little chilly. I thought I'm done trying to. I've gotten at least back to where I was before it only took me 3 hours to get back to 2.5 or something like that to get back to where I was. But and I'm blessing through connection. I was able to tag people. I have to look at it what it looks like because I was able to tag people, but then they said I had to send mom's credentials over so that they could verify before I could tag anything or make clickable links or anything. So hopefully the tagging works. I don't know. It was being not okay. Sandy, can you put Misha's link in the chat for me? I'd appreciate it. So people can go over. I think she's one away from 600. I'd like to see her get to 600. Actually, I have to call mom before I come in, but I think Mocha's going to be pretty tuckered. Want to make a bet? That dog is just goofball. Thank you. She a goofball. But I'm so glad this lady's like texting us. To say, "Hi Tina, how are you? Are you were already in here, or did you come in? I got distracted. Maybe you were already in. Usually get track of the names, or did you? If you've been here, thank you. If you popped in, thank you. I just got it. That's what I thought. I thought there was somebody else in that was similar name, and I'm like, okay. You can put hashtag blessed if you would like people to connect with your chat or connect with your channel. This is why I married and do Money Mondays, but we're going to do Mondays. We're going to be doing a lot of this week, guys, as we wait for Misha. I want people to understand something. You're going to have, especially if you have a channel, people over the next little bit, especially coming into fall and the Christmas holiday season, are going to be where you're going to get your growth a lot. Because in the summer, it doesn't happen too much. It happens, but it's slower because everybody's outside. Everybody's indoors, especially up north and all that kind of stuff in the winter. And I hate to do it, but down in Florida, we spent the winters inside too, because not that it was cold, but all the snowbirds were there. And so anyway, to get back what I was saying for a second, we're gonna be out here. Oh yeah, I'm all right. I'm just cold. It's not freezing. The wind has been heck. Oh, you're right. The wind has just been. Oh, it's been a little. It's been very windy. You have to go back and watch. I almost got blown away. The wind finally calmed down. But anyway, we're gonna be out here in this rocking chair with some crochet. We've given you guys the ability to put in your hashtag blessed so that you guys can crochet those connections, and we want to just let you all see when it's the sun going down behind me is beautiful. We've got this beautiful fountain which they turn off when the winter starts, and the fall leaves are changing behind me, and so we're just going to come out here and just sit here in a rocking chair. I'm crocheting. I'm doing a project for helping hands, helping hands for cruising. So we're working on this lighthouse. So we're going to grow this blanket. Okay, you see it? It's growing. It's just the start of it, but we're growing it. Okay, so we're growing this blanket. We're going to grow those connections over this next month to 2 months, right? Hi, Real Outdoor Living. Welcome back in. And we're going to do that. And I bring my little cart out here. I bring my rocking chair. You guys crochet if you want. Bring a drink if you want. Beverage. Bring a snack. Bring your typing fingers and make those connections. Remember, hashtag blessed. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to help you all. We want to help you all be in the process of building those communities because it's really, really important. It's, I'm doing fine. I'm dealing as best as I can. My sciatic nerve is still. I've gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, it is what it is. Just keep going. It's funny because when I get to church, we're having to start bringing my walker to church because I'm good to a point, but the mornings are really, really hard for me. I mean, they're very hard. I mean, Josh he used to make all of his doctor's appointments in the morning, and I've had to say to him, "You're gonna have to make them in the afternoon because I can't do first thing in the morning right now." So I've had to change my self a little bit because when I get up in the morning, I just I'm in a lot of pain for a while. And so when we get up for church, we're up like at 8 o'clock in the morning. We're out the door by 9, and we we can get there is a place we can go in our church on like the side, but it still means I've got to even if I go on the side and I have my walker, it still is quite a you have to go around the building in order to get up the ramp. So I go down the stairs at church because that's where our Bible study is for the ladies. And then I go up the stairs and I put my coffee cup and my Bible. I just use my phone for my Bible in church. And so by the time I've gotten now down the stairs to come back up, I usually got to get my walker out because I need to lean on it a lot. So one of those things, it's going to be nice to just get through a day without that hurting or a night's sleep without it hurting. There's been several times. I mean, Josh is now used to me just like when I turn over, he's like, just grab my arm and I'll help you. Life is always hard when yeah, absolutely. So when I'm like turning in the middle of the night and I need help, like I've had to to literally learn how to get up from on my left side. Get up and then turn a certain way so it doesn't hurt so bad. And when I turn to go on, because I'm a side sleeper, he'll just say, even if I'm asleep, grab my hand, grab my arm, and I'll help you. So I then grab his arm, and he knows, okay, I gotta help her, and he'll help me. So, and he can sleep through about anything. I've woken up in the middle of the night trying not to, scream, but you just like you're waking up not expecting it, and then, oh goodness, so. And my battery's about going, so I'm gonna end it shortly here. I know Misha's probably a little bit emotional, and I'm sorry, but I know that she will love that. And if anybody can help her, if you Real Outdoor Living, if you go up a little bit and um, go see Awakened by the Looking Glass, if you could connect with her, she's an amazing individual. She lost her daughter. Her daughter and I both, or my daughter and her daughter have both the same name, and her daughter was taken away in a very harsh way, way too soon. So if you can connect, she is. When I looked last time, she was at $5.99. I'd love to see her over that 600 mark. I'd love for her to be over there. She's a very dear friend. And I've done a blanket for her, and I've never tried. I had to see a lot of good reviews on the the lotion. Yeah, there's not much they can do for it. That's the problem. Sandy, can you drop Misha's link one more time? And then Real Outdoor Living can connect, and then hopefully we can get her to 600 before I leave the stream. I'd really like to see that happen. She was last time she was at $5.99. They can't give me they can give me a shot, but I'm allergic to the ingredients that they have to put in the shot to give me, so that won't work. So it's just living with it. I live with it the best I can. And I've got to go in and record this little thing so I can get it up on the channel for the other. Yes, I have a couple people I'm sharing on my next live. Okay, awesome. No, thank you. That's her. If you can connect with her, she's got to get her, Yep. That's it. That's all you can do. Just keep going. And we're going to keep going. You guys are amazing supporters. All of you all are. I appreciate you all more than you ever know. So, hi, Sophia. Welcome on in. That's Sophia. My friend, we're out in the dark. I was crocheting. I'm doing our rocking and chat. Just call her Sophia. I've called her Match before because I can't pronounce it. But that's okay. She's a friend. We love her. I've been, you know, trying to get back in the rhythm of things, and I've kept up with channels. I just haven't always been in the chats for one reason or another, but just keep pressing forward. But it's good to see ya, for sure. Dark is great. Best, guys. Yep. There's not much in the sky right now. A message on one of my videos, please. Oh, yes. Sure, she can. Yep. Yeah, there was a lot. After my aunt passed, there was a lot. There was a lot. And then, of course, I had all that health issues after she passed. The Wednesday, I remember now what Wednesday was for that. I don't know if I'm going to go through with it. They want me to go for iron infusions, and I'm really debating if I'm going to try. I'm really scared to even. I'll go talk with the doctor. They're probably going to want to do blood work, see where I am. Somebody gave me some kind of iron pills to try. I'm going to try them after Christina's birthday, but they want me to do iron infusions, and I'm really nervous about it. I'm really nervous about it. I will probably flip out just before they even do it. That's my problem. Is I have the lovely anxiety that comes with it that I'm going to flip out even before they do it. I'll start. It's just the way. It's just what happens. So they want to do iron infusions, and then my sciatica decided let's just join the party. Well, I can't handle the pills. But see, after my aunt passed, my hormones went. I don't know what they were doing for 2.5 months, almost 3 months, but they went nuts, and it winded me in the hospital. And it took me a long time. I know I'm behind on the devotions, and now I've gotten behind on the Bible verses again. But I'm gonna try to get up for the devotions. But it's just when there's any kind of new medication, I get really I I get I go into a panic attack before it's even try it. I don't know why, but so I'll go talk to the doctor, let them see what they want to do. But I did talk to a friend, and they said they were they'd made they were tired, like they did them, but then they were for a couple of days they were really tired. Cholesterol medication, it was a shot. I don't like medicine. I really no, I don't like it either. I take my pain medicine daily, and I'm fine with that. But there's only one antibiotic that I don't flip out. Like I can take what is it? I'm gonna remember what it is now. I can take augmentin, right? 500 milligrams 3 times a day. This is just how my body is just as crazy works, right? I can't do the 800 milligrams twice a day. I don't know why, but I can handle it. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. If if my levels aren't too bad, then we'll see what it is. See, when we had a mold epidemic in our house when we were in Florida. We had an issue. The AC line had got knocked when they put in a new AC unit, and it created mold like all through. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. Just let me know. And I'm glad you loved it. And so it got knocked. Big prayers, hearts to you, Misha. I love you. Um, it got knocked, and what happened was they didn't realize there was black mold. So when when they came in to remediate the mold, we should have been out of the house. And I wasn't. I should have left and let it happen. When they did all the things they were supposed to make sure that, and if you want to drop your link so people can find you, it's #blessed. So they did that. What happened is that we didn't realize that it had actually gone up into the air ducts to the AC. So even though they cornered off everything they were supposed to, the minute they opened that, it already was in the air ducts. And so unfortunately, it spread. I didn't realize I had been exposed to it. I started having asthma, which winded me in the hospital. All right, Sandy. Winding me in the hospital, and then I was having trouble breathing, and I didn't know if it was a medication causing it. I didn't know what it was. Like, I'd never had a problem with the zithromycin, and they were giving me zithromycin. I didn't know if that was the problem. I didn't know if, what was it? What was the issue? I had no idea. It was being thrown at me. And so I think ever since then, I've kind of been weary a little bit. So I don't know. If I don't need the infusions, I'm not going for them. I'm going to go talk with the doctor. I'm certainly not going to do it right away. I don't know if this person got a new car, but it's like they're going. Must have gotten a new car because they're literally like going in and the time. But I figured, Misha, with that I wanted to make sure that I want you to be honest with me with what I asked you, because if you can't handle it, I will totally understand, and I want to respect that. I want to join in the fun with the Suno, but there's 2 songs. You've got to let me know whether you can handle, and if you can't, I won't play them. They'll be on my channel. It'll be just fine, hon. You're my friend, and I care about you, and I love you. And you are in my prayers. Believe me, 100%. Big hugs. Big, big hugs. And I hope you got to 600, because I know you were at $5.99, and I think Real Outdoor Living is an awesome supporter, as well as everybody else here in the chat. And their story is amazing. You are so strong, my friend. Even though you don't feel strong, you are strong. And we love you, and big hugs to you. And I'm going to get that blanket out to you very, very, very soon. Just be praying they can get our dryer fixed. There's nothing wrong with our dryer or a washer. It's just the vent that has decided to do something, and I don't want to turn on the vent, and cause a fire. So anyway, this has been lovely, and I am so glad that we had 35 thumbs up. Yay! And 2K is just right around the corner, and we're going to celebrate. I promise y'all. So I'm getting chilled, and I'm going to go inside and finish some stuff up and go have my Raisin Bran and have my tea and go see how Mocha enjoyed her walk with her new friend. Medication anxiety is real, but you track your brain essentials through self-awareness, deep breathe, and research. It is usually, yeah. Oh, I try not to. Not at all. Like, I want to try a Z-Pack again, but I want to make sure that I try it when I'm not having, like, I won't try it when I'm having an asthma flare up. So if I ever need a Z-Pack again, I'll try it when I'm not having asthma issues. So that's what I'm doing. And I got a lot of you wonderful people that I'm so grateful are in my life. I am so grateful for all of y'all. So we got a busy week, like I said. Tomorrow, Josh has a doctor's appointment. He's going to have whatever's been on his legs for the past year. They're finally going to do a biopsy and see what the heck it is. so we can prescribe the right medication for it so it can actually go away. Wouldn't that be the right thing to do? Like it should have been done like a year ago. I've been fighting for this for a year. He has some kind of something on the legs that's just not healing, and nobody knows what it is. And wound care says they don't know how to help, and it's not a problem, and they can't help him. And the doctors have thrown every cream, ointment, everything on it, and we need to get a biopsy, have it sent off, and let's see what it actually is so we can have the right cream to treat it so it can go away. Wouldn't that be the smart thing to do? Yes. That's what wound care should have actually done. Wound care only gave him compression socks and sent him off. So finally, after fighting, I'm getting that done. And then Wednesday, I think, is my doctor's appointment for the infusions. I may change that. I think I am this week. It just seems too overwhelming. So I'm going to call them up and just ask them if I can reschedule it till after Christina's birthday. I just don't feel like I can even comprehend that. And then Thursday, we're going to go up to see Christina to see Downton Abbey. So I'll take you along because I'm sure there'll be fall leaves on the way up there. And then Friday is her birthday. Saturday, I will join you all with Suno because we're going to be putting it on our channel as well. So I've got a couple songs and so forth. So if you look at what is the song? Can't think what it is. Oh, Back in the Saddle, Chase Your Dreams. That one's an awesome song. I did that on Suno. Absolutely awesome. I'm going to be doing more. I'm so glad I have Suno. It's like I just have fun with it. So anyway, and I'll be I got to get recorded for Fall Fest. I need to keep notes. I need to keep notes. I need to get caught up with devotions. I've got edits to do, and it's like there's never enough time. But I'm going to go in before my battery dies, go get warmed up. I love you all. Remember to be proud of being yourself. Everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. We got you covered. Thank you all for having us covered. I love each and every one of you. We will see you tomorrow. I will try to schedule another one for about 6:15 tomorrow night, and we'll do some more crocheting. Hopefully we can go forward and not have to tear out and then fix the problem. But I love each and every one of you. Okay. Bye-bye. Have a great night. It was great seeing y'all. You need to put on your own life mask first. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to go in and get some stuff done and then go to bed. But anyway, love y'all. Have a great night. Bye-bye, everybody.